So the next diagram up here is an example of a category of diagrams that deal with mesmerism, which is Sabhapati Swami's exact English word that he uses, and he's also translating a concept of Dīkṣā, here in Tamil Dīkṣā, which usually means initiation, but here it's also meaning a kind of energetic contact between individual beings or the universe. And so here is one example from his Tamil work published in 1913, in which you have a Dīkṣā or mesmerism between teacher and student. And there are different kinds. Not all of the mesmerisms are between teacher and student, but many of them are. And here you have feet to head and feet to feet. And as you'll notice, outside of sort of the bodies here is a sky full of stars, the sun and the moon. And what is the connecting point? Just as in this earlier diagram that we talked about, it's the Brahmarandra, this sort of crevice of Brahman at the top of the head. And that is a connecting point that the yogis together here, the guru and the student, they are supposed to sort of draw in this akasha, right? It's like a pure space. Sometimes it's called the ether of gnosis. Sometimes it's called the ether of the vital breath, pranakasha. And they are basically drawing that akasha into their bodies and connecting it with the same pranakasha or sky, ether, space of the other person. And so they merge as a kind of unity. And this can happen, between the point of contact of feet to feet. It can happen feet to head. There are other ones that are different hand to hand. There's even like head to head. There's, all kinds of different ones. There's also sort of a connection here with Tantra in that there's a generative fluid to generative fluid mesmerism. And so it just becomes a really interesting site of thinking about how human beings can connect with each other in the context of yoga.